The Gideon AI program. This program you need to be very, very aware of. All right, guys. So the Gideon AI program is a program that's going to help cage humanity, or rather help put us or keep us in line, if you will. Now, granted, guys, the AI industry right now is reaching out into different industries, the job industry, excuse me. And so AI is replacing a lot of people, a lot of humans. And it's definitely going to cause the job market to definitely collapse in on itself, because there are going to be so many more people who can't find work because other companies are looking at each other and going, oh, wow, they're using AI to do this and they're using AI to do that. Maybe we should do the same. We'll have to let go 2,000 people, but so be it. And because AI is a little more efficient, faster, and saves money, a lot of companies want to do that. They want efficiency, they want to save money. So with that, they're going to wind up screwing over a lot of humans. But the AI Gideon program is going to be a program, along with Palantir's new data collection thing that they're trying to do, that President Trump ordered them to do. He wanted them to come up with a system to collect all of our data. Now, partner that with the Gideon AI program. Now, Gideon AI program runs into three different programs. One is a visually autonomous AI system that allows for logistics and things of that nature, I guess for like shipping of supplies and stuff like that. The other one is for defense, which is military. But the third one is the more worrying one, and that's the behavioral threat detection program, where they are allowing the Gideon AI app to scan social media and other venues, I guess, for potential threat hazards. Now, supposedly they're giving this app, or allowing law enforcement to use this app to scan AI to get ahead of possible threats. So this AI app, sort of like the Minority Report, where they went through the precogs to find out who might commit a crime. This is going to work in the same manner. It's going to scan social media and flag a person or persons for the possibility of them attacking society. The problem is, it's guessing. So there are going to be a lot of people behind bars, or at the very least being questioned. And when that first person slips through the crack, that first person they question, and they go, nothing here, and that person winds up taking out a whole school of kids, then they're going to start caging all of us because we might be a threat. This, guys, is a program that definitely needs to be watched. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it needs to be dismantled. The entire Gideon company needs to be dismantled. Yes, they're using it for defense, and then the whole logistic thing, which is like not complicated, but I'm just like, that's a lot. And that's going to replace probably hundreds of thousands of jobs once they get it off the ground. The Gideon AI logistical program. The behavioral threat is going to be a problem for billions of people. Now, the purpose of the Gideon behavioral threat detection is to alert authorities of real-time threats or potential threats. So again, they look at your video and you're sitting there talking about how much you don't like your boss or the company you work for. AI could flag that as a potential threat and then send police officers to your home. Now, it depends on what kind of person you are, is going to dictate what that outcome is going to be. Most people will be like, you know what, sir, I'll never do it again. Other people will be like, what the hell are you doing here? I can say what I want. It's a free country. Listen, guys, Republicans, Democrats alike, are trying to get rid of free speech. Republicans are being a little more sneaky about it because they're going to institute AI and let AI do it at once. Democrats are outwardly saying we should jail these people for saying X, Y, and Z. So they are both online or in line with the same thing, except for the approach is a little different. Whereas Democrats want us to be locked up directly for making that comment, Republicans are going to push this AI program that's going to have cops then arrest us, or at the very least interrogate us or investigate or whatever it is. But because a lot of police officers are going to look at this and go, I'm not going to take this seriously. A lot of people don't like their work and want to punch their bosses in the face, right? So we're going to take all of those threats seriously. That's the problem with this AI program. They potentially could and it could potentially have you getting locked up and losing your job, because this I can guarantee you, is also going to notify the company you work for. Now you're out of work because you said, I don't like my boss, he's an asshole, I want to punch him in the face. You can lose your job over that. Then you have the cops visiting you, and depends on where we are in society, either they're just going to visit you and talk to you, or they're going to visit you and lock you up. Now, this technology is supposedly going to be used on Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, and Discord. These are the apps, according to the FBI, where they found the most violent threats and or behavior. Not so much violent, but more language, bad language being used, and a lot of threats are being used on these apps. So they're going to activate it, if you will, in these apps first to see where it goes. Now, Facebook wasn't one of the apps mentioned. It was specifically TikTok, Reddit, Discord, and Instagram. So, of course, guys, even if you have an old video about somebody you don't like, if the AI scans through all of your shorts and your videos, it can come back to bite you in the behind. Now, you could do one or two things. You could leave it on and take your chances, which I'm doing, or you can take all of your videos down now so that you don't have to worry about the problem later in the future. Just keep in mind, guys, this is part of the 2030 plan in regulating humans and getting us all in line. The Gideo program, the Plantier data collection program, the whole World Economic Forum 2030 plan is all coming together, because their timeline for all of them is 2030. They want these apps, they want these AI programs all running by 2030. You ask me, guys, we're definitely headed on a rough road to 2030. Never mind getting there and watching the party start at that year. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.